When it comes to XRP, we have been hearing about ISO 20022 for a very long time. However, a lot of people are sort of confused about what it actually means and what it is going to accomplish specifically for the banking industry as a whole. Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Those of you who are new to the channel, I hope that by the time you reach the conclusion of this video, you will have subscribed to the channel. Additionally, if you are not already following me on all of the social media platforms, you should do so right away so that you will never miss an update in the future. Additionally, you should join the free Discord server in order to gain access to a multitude of valuable resources and to ensure that you are crushing this cycle and taking a lot of profits. The Discord server is completely free and you can find more information about it in the description below. Now that we have that out of the way, let's get started on this post that Anderson has that dates all the way back to 2023. In addition, this is true with reference to Bob's attitude, an individual who had previously worked for Ripple and explained the reasons why ISO 20022 is of great assistance to the bank sales team at Ripple. At first glance, you might not realize how much larger ISO 20022 actually is. Not my words, but Bob's words are what I am referring to here. Please have a look at this. This occurred somewhere in the month of March in the year 2023. I would like to zoom in here very quickly just so that the boys can see what I am doing. So, we have it. In terms of adding a lot of insight, I'm not sure I could. For the sake of clarity, ISO 2002 is a lot more extensive than you might initially believe it is. I am sure that a lot of things have changed since then. It is a replacement for the previous Swift standards, MT and MX, and it also added a great deal of other features. Furthermore, he adds to this foundation. In this case, we return to the year 2022. This move from 2002 is tremendously beneficial to Ripple's bank sales team because it means that every bank will be able to do business with Ripple with the purpose of putting into practice new technology. They despise making changes to a process that is already functioning. Because of the potential for change to bring up new challenges, bankers may lose their jobs. Additionally, within this region, this is the primary reason why the majority of bank integrations do not take place. Development of new systems is both costly and fraught with danger. Errors might result in financial losses or fines for the bank. Bankers are terminated from their positions. The individual with whom you are negotiating must be in possession of a product budget. The risk appetite of the development budget with a mandated modification occurring at a ratio of 20:2. You simply need to have one product budget in order to negotiate with the individual you are negotiating with. Development funds have already been allotted to other areas of the organization. There is no such thing as being fired for obeying a mandate. This indicates that, or that makes the sale a lot simpler for Ripple to proceed with. That being said, bank software sales is still a challenging process, particularly with the STC suit, which continues to bring a sense of excitement to the process. And then there is also this over here. On the other hand, even if banks wait for a settlement, through the implementation of their 20:2 enhanced system, Ripple will find it much simpler to integrate with them. The one thing that is going to have the most significant influence is that even smaller banks are going to be modernizing their systems. This results in a significantly bigger pool of banks that are compatible with on-demand liquidity. The on-demand liquidity that is available to smaller banks is the most beneficial. They are able to exclude the larger correspondent banks from their flow and expense as a result of this. To put it another way, this makes the playing field more even, if you will. Now, ISO 222 is still a significant factor in the modern world. As a matter of fact, Volante recently published a post on August 1st, and this is a 2024 financial study which focuses on the confidence of banks in real-time payments. ISO 222 and open banking continue to be stable, which is surprising. In addition to that, this is their most recent report on the matter. If we scroll down very quickly, we will be able to see whether or not the implementation of your payment solution will incorporate a payments as a service delivery model. If the answer is yes, then we have 92% of the answers being negative and 8% of the answers being yes. We also have a cloud-based solution that is administered by the financial institution, which accounts for 49% of the vendor that offers cloud-based payments as a service, while the institution's own data center accounts for 18% of the total. If we dig into this a little bit more, we will find out what is at the forefront of the minds of those who are in charge of payments. The percentage of European bankers who are confident in reaching ISO compliance for domestic clearing is only 19%, whilst 35% of North American banks are unable to do so. 44% of respondents want to put into action a new payment option during the next half year. 90% of the correspondents responded that the installation of their payment solution will include payments as a model for service delivery. More than 64% of bankers who were polled believe that budgets that are designated for payments modernizations will be increased. Moreover, 31% of financial institutions regard the implementation of new technology to be their top budget priority. In light of the fact that when we actually look at new technologies, some people are talking about distributed ledger technology DLT, some are talking about blockchain, and yet others are talking about payments based on API solutions. This is something that I am very focused on. Furthermore, we are already aware that Volante has been actively promoting the ISO 20022 story, as of late, for instance, on July 29th. This is something that we are acquainted with. Apparently, the clock for ISO 22 is currently ticking. In just 14 weeks, our solution will have you ready to use FedWire. In addition, this is a pretty important topic with regard to the customers who are present here. Then there is Salent, followed by Volante, and finally Payment Practice Group. Keep in mind that Salent is the same company that participated in the Ripple Swell 2019 event that took place in early 2019. To be more specific, this person who is located here on the left, you are able to notice her, right? Currently, she is a significant player behind Salent. This film, which I shared in a video that I uploaded not too long ago, is actually available to us over here. Furthermore, Cryptoattainment was the one who posted this. As for the Ripple Swell 2019, this is the post that you may find here. In her role at Salent, she is a senior analyst. During Swift Sebo's lecture regarding the integration of cryptocurrencies with traditional infrastructure, she mentions XRP and XLM by name. Take a look at it, and we are seeing cryptocurrencies like as XRP and Stellar Lumens, as well as stablecoins such as USDC, playing a significant part in getting that wheel to turn and delivering value to the internet. Additionally, the advent of digital currencies issued by central banks will hasten the process of digital assets becoming more widely used. As a new asset class, cryptocurrencies are acquiring legitimacy, which is my third and final point to arrive at the crown jewel of this discussion. With the initial release of the Bitcoin paper, it was anticipated that it would be the missing link, the Internet of Value, a means of commerce. As we all know, however, Bitcoin was not successful as a medium of exchange for activities that were lawful. After that, the shift happened to the distributed ledger technology known as blockchain, which became the new disruptor. The fact that Bitcoin is currently in the lead as a new class of digital assets has significant repercussions for both parties involved. From the beginning, retail investors have been the primary drivers. We are now witnessing the participation of institutional investors in the game. Additionally, when you have institutional investors, you have demand that is more sophisticated. And there is little doubt that this will hasten the progression of developing decentralized financial systems. Also, we are observing, and yeah, this is precisely how. We begin to observe that process of integration taking place, isn't it? For XRP and XLM to be completely accepted and incorporated into the global financial system, we want a standardized model. This is because we are really interested in these cryptocurrencies. In order to finally mandate their internal processes and make the transition, we require something similar to ISO 20022, which would put a significant amount of required pressure on these large institutions. Consequently, the significance of this rule concerning banks eventually updating their internal processes cannot be overstated. Additionally, this is the reason why I concentrate on what Volante and these major companies are currently conveying to us, which is the reality that yes, the modernization objectives of banks are currently increasing and their attention is being directed toward new technologies. A more comprehensive data layer can be superimposed on established systems, such as SWIFT, by utilizing token technology in conjunction with international payment systems, such as Ripple. This is something that we have even here. For this, a huge thank you goes out to Smoke Dog. In this case, we are in possession of that complete quote, as well as the cross-border payment system.